up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck, and you are now tuned into the Cowboys Fans Only channel. So do your boy a favor, comment, like, subscribe, somewhere down there, somewhere down there, somewhere down there. And be sure to turn on that notification bell to stay updated with all Dallas Cowboys CFO content, man. So happy Monday, man. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I know I didn't drop any early morning videos last week because I was just getting off of vacation. Work was crazy, trying to play catch up. That's the worst when you come back from vacation, right? And you're trying to play catch up at work, get all them emails and voicemails and whatnot. So I was scrambling in the morning. I didn't have time to really shoot any videos. So, but we back, man. We back, full throttle here. And I want to talk about a few things, right? There's a few players on this Dallas Cowboys defense specifically, and we'll talk about the offensive side of the ball, but I feel like for the most part, for a lot of Cowboys fans, the defense is what people really want to understand and learn about, right? So I feel like there's a few players that, let's say, for instance, if the players were stock, right, you would want to invest in these players because they're low value, but I feel like they can have a tremendous upside. And we're going to talk about the players we know, like DeMarcus Lawrence or Micah Parsons. I feel like those players are kind of solidified. Trayvon Diggs, we know what they're capable of doing, and they have high expectations already. But a few of these players, I feel like they've been kind of floating. But I feel like they can have a huge spike and have a huge impact when it comes to our defense next year. So the first guy that I want to bring to y'all attention is ONeal. I think ONeal is going to have a great season under this Dan Quinn scheme, especially playing will linebacker, right? Dan Quinn has moved him from strong safety to will linebacker. We've all seen the photos of ONeal putting on some mass. He's been in the gym grinding, putting on some size, man. So he's putting on extra 10 to 15 pounds. I've also heard Dan Quinn came out speak very highly of ONeal recently. Also Mike McCarthy. And so I feel like he is going to be the translator as far as the defense is concerned. Now, if you watch ONeal back in his days at Atlanta, he's a hard-hitting safety, so he's not afraid to come down and lay the helmet. So, I feel like him being the middle linebacker, he's going to give us that versatility, which we really haven't had, especially at the will spot, which is the weak side linebacker, for those who don't know. I feel like he's going to be that coverage guy who can cover, but also can come down and be efficient in the run game. So I'm expecting a big year out of ONeal because a lot of people question, we have the linebackers that we brought in-house, whether it's Parsons, LVE, Jalen, the list goes on and on and on. But I would say that ONeal will be a 3-down linebacker because on third downs, you're definitely going to want him in coverage. And I feel like he won't leave the field possibly in rushing downs and early downs because he can also help in the run game because he's a secure tackler. So I expect a big season out of ONeal. The next guy is a guy that, we kind of spoken about frequently on this channel. You probably heard about him on other channels as a free agent. Now, he's not going to be a sexy player, but you're going to see the instant impact, right? And that's Brent Urban, right? We brought him in as a free agent. He came from Baltimore and also Chicago as well. But I feel like Urban at the one tech is going to give us what Cowboys fans are desperately needed, right? Just that big, nasty, hard-nosed work ethic in the trenches, and I feel like Brent Urban is going to be that guy. And I don't expect, sacks and, topping the tackles, all the sexy stats. You're not going to get that. But from a scheme perspective, I feel like Urban is going to be what we've been lacking for so long. And this is no knock to any of the other guys, Antoine Williams, the list goes so on. But I feel like, Brent Urban is going to be one of those guys where, you can rely on him getting the job done. And you also heard Mike McCarthy spoke very highly of him. Will McClay spoke very highly of him. He's starting to emerge himself as being one of those veteran leaders in-house. So you're hearing nothing but great things. So that's definitely a guy that I would expect to have a great season to help push this defense forward. The next guy, I want to jump into the secondary, right? Jordan Lewis, right? I feel like Jordan Lewis is going to be one of those players who's going to finally have his year. Now, we've seen flashes of Jordan Lewis, but we all know that he's always been competing for that slot position with Anthony Brown. He never really fully won it. But as we know right now, we'll talk about this later on the show, right? Jordan Lewis will be that slot guy. And I feel like Jordan Lewis is a guy who can come down and play in the box, but also in the slot. We've seen him come blitzing off the edge. There's a variety of different things that you can bring to Jordan Lewis's game. So I expect this to be the Jordan Lewis year. I know a lot of people on Twitter has been, Jay Lou High, been huge supporters of Jay Lewis, even coming out of Michigan, right? And I know we tried to move him to safety and there's different things like that. But I feel like right now, this is going to be the year where Jay Lou really solidifies himself in this defense as the slot guy. And I feel like Dan Quinn is going to be able to utilize him in variations of different ways to make an impact. So Jordan Lewis would be that guy. The fourth guy I want to talk about. Now, he's been with the Dallas Cowboys for quite some time, off and on due to suspensions. But that's Randy Gregory, right? I feel like Randy Gregory now having a full season in the contract year. We kind of heard his comments and where he is mentally, as far as, everything going on with him. I feel like he's in a good place mentally, physically, and which is always a good sign, just for anybody, not just the Dallas Cowboys player, but for you, for me, for everybody, right? But I feel like he's in a good space, and I feel like we're going to get a full year of Randy Gregory in playing opposite side of DeMarcus Lawrence. I feel like Dan Quinn is going to unleash Randy Gregory and really let him do what he does best. Now, he's going to play some linebacker. I know he's going to be classified as linebacker in some cases, but he's going to play, off that edge, and he's going to come howling at the quarterbacks, right? And so I feel like Dan Quinn is going to utilize Randy Gregory's strengths to the best of his capability. We really didn't see that last year with Mike Nolan. We saw some flashes of it for the most part, but I feel like Dan Quinn is going to put Randy Gregory in a position to win. And I feel like if I had to guess, I would say that Randy Gregory would have an 8-sack plus season next year. I feel like that's going to be kind of the median for him. I would say 8 would be the median for him or above. So I expect a big season from Randy Gregory. That's the fourth guy. Fifth guy, another new guy that we brought in-house, and we kind of had conversations. Now, the conversation has really been about health, but I will say this guy is an upgrade at the free safety position. That's DeMANTE Casey, right? Now, if DeMANTE Casey is fully healthy, he helps a lot, especially with this defense, because once again, he's one of Dan Quinn's guys. Now, he's not the best tackler. I know everyone's like, oh, Tuck, he got trucked by Zeke. Everybody gets trucked by Zeke, bro. Everybody gets trucked by Zeke. It's okay. That's what Zeke does. But DeMANTE Casey, what he's able to do, he's able to create turnovers. If you look at what he did in 2018, I think he had about 7 interceptions while he was at Atlanta. So I think totally he has about 10 interceptions in his career. Now, granted, he did come off the injury last season, but from Cowboys' perspective, we know we had some safeties who remain unnamed who did not get any turnovers and, was not a ball hawk. So I feel like he's going to be a tremendous upgrade for what we currently have. Now, his deal isn't the best. Is he going to be committed, a long-term commit for the Dallas Cowboys? We'll have to see. We'll have to see how everything works out. I know a lot of people wanted Malik Hooker, DeMANTE Casey. We kind of went back and forth on this channel, but I feel like DeMANTE Casey is an upgrade over what we currently had. And I feel like he's going to be one of the translators because he's going to know Dan Quinn's scheme because he's played in it for quite some time in Atlanta. So he'll be a translator alongside ONeal to put the players, especially in the secondary, in the proper spot. So I said J. Lou, right? ONeal, Brent Urban, Randy Gregory, and DeMANTE Casey. Those are my 5 players to look out for defensively to kind of have a big season if I had to put a stamp on it as of right now. Now, granted, we got a long way till we get to camp, the end of the month here. But, as of right now, we're currently stand. But another player, I'm going to toss y'all a bonus, right? I'm going to toss y'all a bonus. And this guy, there's been a lot of conversations, right? Because, we did not pick up his 5th-year option. But I'm going to go out on the edge here and say that Leighton Vander Esch is going to have a 2018 type season. And I'm just reading the signs. I'm reading the tea leaves, as they would call it, right? I'm just kind of looking how his mentality is, his interviews. I feel like he knows what's at stake currently. And I feel like Leighton Vander Esch, if given the opportunity, he is going to come in and compete and not lose his job. Now, we all know when it comes to Vander Esch, injuries has been his biggest downfall, right? And the best ability is availability, as my guy Nix would say. But if he's able to stay healthy, I feel like Leighton Vander Esch is going to be more valuable to this linebacker core than 9, and that's Jalen Smith. And the reason why I want to say that is because Leighton Vander Esch, he is the true Mike linebacker. I don't feel like Parsons is going to be the true Mike early. I don't feel like Jalen Smith is a true Mike linebacker. We saw that last year. So if you're looking for a true middle linebacker, it's Leighton Vander Esch. And so I feel like he's going to be utilized some way, somehow in this defense. And I feel like he's going to have to be on the field. Now, how will that all work with all the talent that we have in linebacker position now remains to be unseen. But I feel like if given the opportunity, you're going to see a lot different Leighton Vander Esch than when we especially saw last year, man. So I'll be throw Leighton Vander Esch in as a bonus, man. But it's your boy, Jay Tuck. I hope everyone's having a great Monday, man. It's going to be a fun week. We got a lot of shows lined up, a lot of fun stuff coming up. I'm back, reloaded, refreshed. So go ahead, comment, like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Also, follow your boy on Twitter at JTuck151. We are making a push to 2,000 subscribers on this channel, and I appreciate all the support, man. I cannot do this without each and every one of you guys. So I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and go Cowboys. Let's get to these weights. Let's get to it. Peace.
What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy J Tuck, and if you like that content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell to stay updated with all Dallas Cowboys news. Also, go to CowboysFansOnly.com so you can stay dripped in your official CFO gear and use the code